Okay, we're going. We are going live. We are live. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, South Florida. Hello, world. This is Robert Henderson Jr. live in the beautiful studios of Henderson Financial Group, the Henderson
You gotta
Financial
ask
Group.
the
We're joined. I'm joined here live here with my wonderful sister-in-law, Linda V. Harris. We have a wonderful show lined up for you today. A new thought-provoking show lined up for you today, and I hope that you guys think outside the box. Um, Linda, how you doing today?
it's not one of my better days.
Why is that?
It will get better.
Say it, girl. Say it. You can say whatever
Um,
you want to say. Why is not one of your
first
better
of all,
days?
the lighting today on our show is hideous. So I'd like our viewers to give us some feedback as you join us. Let me know if you see us the way I see us. This is I look this is
They see you as a beautiful spirit, a beautiful soul. That's all they see. That's all they see. That's what they see. That's what they see. They see me in my white shirt.
that don't mean
They
I
see
don't
that.
want to be beautiful on the outside. I don't just want my spirit
Cousin
beautiful.
Terry will tell you. Cousin Terry will tell you you're beautiful. You're beautiful. Your spirit beautiful.
Cousin
Soul
Terry, does
beautiful.
it look like we have a lot of shadows of like dark skin, dot light, a lot of patchy? Good morning, Cousin Terry. Please
Good-
just be real with us. Because this lighting
How
today
you doing, Cousin Terry? She's so
is
wondering about how she looks, but I'm
it's
more
awful.
I'm
But
more interested in this content that we're gonna be talking about. All right. I'm more interested in the inner, not the outer. Okay. Yeah.
yes, y'all look dark. Yeah.
I'm happy in dark.
No, but
I
it's
love the
shadowy
I
dark.
love it.
I'm black and I'm proud. Say it loud, but I don't want to be shadowy.
Well, they're gonna hear it. I'm black and I'm proud. I'm dark. I love the darkness. I love this
Oh my
melanin.
goodness.
All right. You will be
Parnell,
fine.
do we look darky dark?
Yes. Yes.
Good morning, Parnell. The lighting today is just so off.
Okay, all right. Forget that lighting. I don't care nothing about no lighting. We can turn the lights off, man, and just talk. If you want to. You want to just kill the cameras and just talk. And they can hear this wisdom and this understanding because I want you all to think outside the box today. All right, LJ, what's happening, my brother?
Shadows. Terry says shadows. Yeah.
Shadow,
This is
shadow, shadow.
unacceptable.
Hey. But your spirit
Oh,
and your soul is good. That's all that matters. They want to get that
goodness.
wisdom and understanding. Today's show, we have a great show lined up for you today.
Like it.
Why you keep messing with them lights? Linda, why you care about them lights? Nobody don't care about them lights. People care about what's coming out of your mouth and the wisdom and understanding. Tell them. Ain't that right, LJ? Ain't that right, Parnell? Ain't that right, Cousin Terry?
They
Tell
can't
them.
hear us from looking at shadows. All
Lord have
right.
mercy.
All right. I'm
Well,
over it.
it's because the cameras I'm wearing this white shirt, and normally I don't wear this white shirt, and the camera is focused on my white shirt,
I can't.
and then it makes
That's
everything
really
else
it,
dark.
huh?
That's it. That's it. But you'll get over it. You will get over it. Okay. You're beautiful in and out. Just believe that. It's all what you think and all what you
I'm
believe.
just trying to get a good production here. I'm not vain. I'm not going for the vanity part.
Okay. Can you believe what Cousin Terry just says? You two are still beautiful.
Oh.
That's not enough?
Yes. Thank you, Cousin
Because
Terry.
people tell people that ain't not enough, they go get surgery.
Brenda,
they
you
go get all
both are
kind of
darker than usual. Yeah.
Brenda
Yeah.
Brown. That's okay.
All right. All
Today
right.
I want to be a little bit more dark. How about that?
Okay.
I want to be a little bit more darker. Maybe we got to get darker. More
Okay.
melon. All right.
All right. Yes, sir.
But today we're going to talk about money. We're going to have enough green. I want you to have enough green to cover your black. How about
We
that?
blackety black today.
You know, Linda, today I want to talk about the whole concept because a lot of us have been duped. And I talked about this subject before, but I want to just analyze it
Mhm.
and dissect it, especially since interest rates have skyrocketing.
Mhm.
There are more people that are in the middle class,
Mhm.
you know, lower income, or in the middle class. The number one goal in life is to fast track and pay off their mortgage. That's the number one. Some people just live, they want to retire and they want to take all their money and they want to pay off their house. You know, now let's talk about Jedi mind and program. You know, genius is when you're being programmed and you think you're not. You think it's your decision to do that, and you feel that way. And a lot of us do a lot of things from out of tradition. You still trying. You're black, girl. You're just black. You're just black. Your mama black. Your daddy black. You just black. Just get over it. Let me finish this, okay? Can y'all please tell us she black? Okay. It's black is beautiful, okay?
Okay.
Get over that, all right?
Yes, sir.
All right. The melanin, the darkness, hey, you know the sun protects you.
Yes,
You know,
sir.
you probably won't get cancer.
Yes, sir.
All right, especially against skin cancer, right? All right.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so how you doing, DeLawrence? How you doing, Sam? Brenda, Terry, LJ,
I'll just smile.
Pete, Parnell. Okay. Yeah, just smile. All right. So let's get back to the mind thing, because you know, we want to know why we think this the way we think and why we do the things we do and why so many things are habitual
Mhm.
habit.
Mhm.
A lot of our thoughts and what we feel is very habitual habits. You
mhm.
know, a lot of people do stuff out of habit, traditional. They don't know why, they just do it and they're comfortable doing it because we've been doing it for so long and it's just a habit. And if we don't do it, we feel uncomfortable. Now, they've told us to go to school, you know, go to get college degree, get married, have a house, get a good job,
Mhm.
retire, and pay off your house and live happily ever after, right? That doesn't really work for most people. It just doesn't, you know. Unfortunately, you know, it just doesn't. I just found out that 300 million people on the planet don't even have bank accounts, you know, and it's 58 million people who are in extreme poverty. I'm talking about in the United States,
Okay.
the land of milk and honey.
Mhm.
So a lot of our thoughts and what we think and how we feel about ourselves has really been manipulated, you know. And when you think because you have an excuse because you didn't have a mom or daddy or whatever, but you have self, and you're in control of yourself, and you have to master yourself and your thoughts and your feelings. You know, I was having a conversation with Tavares and Antonio the other day, and I was just saying how I don't understand how you can be a person of color
Mhm.
in the United States
Mhm.
and you have a 9 to 5 job
Mhm.
and it does not pay you enough.
Okay.
But then again, you feel like somehow you feel like no more money for you. Since the man or the woman in the job says, okay, you make $50,000 a year and you know you feel you need $60,000, you believe it yourself and you just don't go out. You say, this is what I have. I'm gonna be complacent in it. And this is what it's all the money that I can earn. And you have Saturdays and Sundays and you have other ways to make money. But you yourself, you have told yourself, listen, I work at the post office, I work here, and that's it. And my life is this, and that's it. You know, I was in a workshop earlier this week, and the guy was talking about how the average person, once they get their paycheck and the taxes are taken out, because government takes them out first,
Absolutely.
you're on W-2,
Mhm.
most people spend all of their money
Mm.
until they get paid again.
Mm.
And then whatever they have left over, they spend all of their money.
Gotcha.
There's so many people, black, white, Spanish, across the board. And you know it has to be
Maybe
like
their
that.
bills take up all of their money.
That's my point.
Okay.
If you're making $50,000 and your bills take up all your money,
Mhm.
then that right there tells you something. You need to make more
You
money.
need to make more money.
My mother, who was a custodian,
Mhm.
and she was on fixed income, you know, she had a job.
Mhm.
And I wondered when I was 7, 8 years old, why would she go out and get another job? And she said she needed more money. And I said, oh my God, you can do that? I said to myself quietly, you could do that? You got on one job, you can go get another one? Yes. And then she went on, then after that, a third job on the weekend, she would go to white people's house and clean their home.
Mhm.
And I said, oh my God, you could do that? She said, yes. She said, it's money for me.
Gotcha.
And I'm like, oh my God, that started something in me. That really did. So I was 6, 7, 8 years old. I'm 64 years old. I still don't understand how you can have grown people who work for the man or the woman or whatever, the city, the state, the federals, whatever, and you know you don't make enough money from the man and the woman that job, and you sit there like you helpless, like you don't have a brain, and you know every stat on the football player or basketball player. They went to this college, they make this amount of money.
Stepping on toes now.
But think about it. We were talking about this. It's about you and your life. Here's a man that knows that he makes $40,000, knows he don't have enough money, and he sits there like he can't think of something, another service or something to do to help somebody, because you need to service somebody. You need to go and say, oh, listen, I want to help somebody do this. I need to cut a yard. I need to do some painting on the side. I need to, fix a fan on the side. Somebody needs help. People always need help. And he just sit there and have a beer and do nothing.
Gotcha.
I don't understand that,
Gotcha.
especially when you're a person of color.
Gotcha.
Because I mean, that principle, what I just said, goes for any human being in terms of being all you could be.
Gotcha.
But when you are a person of color and you wear this dark skin,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to pay more.
Darker than ever today. But, okay.
Chances are your interest rate is going to be a little higher. When you try to borrow, it's going to be a little tougher. So therefore, then you know that you have to be that much better. You can't just have one job unless that job pays a lot of money.
Gotcha.
You know, it pays way over. That makes
Absolutely.
okay.
Absolutely.
But that is not.
Mm-hmm.
That is not the topic of today. Today is I want to give you all a thought. Now I know traditionally a lot of people are fixed in their thoughts because their mama's mama and everybody say that they're to pay off your home quick. I don't mind paying off a home. It's the way you pay the house off. I don't mind paying off your house.
There's a better way.
It's a better way to pay it off.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Things have evolved. There's a better way to.
It's a better way. And we're going to talk about that better way today.
All right. Good deal.
James T and I was in a meeting with a guy, and he was bragging about he owns a lot of property. He owns this and he owns that, and he has actually no mortgage. And we informed him that, he probably can have twice the amount of his net worth if he understood leverage. So I don't have a problem with paying off your home. I have a problem with the way you paying off your home. And let me tell you what the average person who don't know and understand leverage is paying off their home. Here's a guy. He has a 9-to-5 job.
Mm-hmm.
His balance of his mortgage is $200,000. Mm-hmm. In his mind, all he knows is his monthly payment is $2,000 a month.
Okay.
This guy is paying an extra $500 a month, sometimes $1,000 a month, and he's sending that to the mortgage company so he can hurry up and pay off his home.
Okay.
Now, with him doing that, he feels like he is gonna, reduce the interest and the amount of time, and he's gonna hurry up and pay this house off. So let's look at the end game. If he takes his extra money, $1,000 or $500 a month, and pay the mortgage company, first of all, they don't give him nothing for that. He don't get any accolades. He don't get any interest. They don't say, great, you're a great guy. They don't do any of that.
So I'm going to be the guy because I'd like to just role play with you.
Yes.
Because I hear what you're saying, but he's not looking for accolades from the mortgage company. His goal is to pay it off.
Okay.
And
No, that's fair because a lot of people are saying that.
A lot of people are saying that. I hear the people.
But see, I'm always thinking, and you should too. You should always, since we wasn't taught this in grade school, and we wasn't with the Rothschild or the Kennedys or Elon Musk, or, people that understand how money works. The Jamie Dimons of the world and all the billionaires and people understand how money works and how interest rate works and compound interest rates. We haven't been educated on that, and they make sure through education they don't teach us that. American education, they don't teach us really how money works. Compound interest on top of interest, they don't teach us that. So it's foreign to most of us. Okay, so this guy on the surface, he, like you said, you want to be that person. So I'm gonna interview you. You want to pay extra.
Absolutely.
So let me tell you something, Ms. Harris. When you finish paying off that property, let's say now you put all that money, you put extra $100,000 in, and you fast track, and now you paid off the property. You have zero balance on your mortgage.
Absolutely.
And your goal is to retire one day, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So the problem is that there's a lot of people who are retired and they don't have any income. And now when you pay off put all that money, you don't have any use of it and you don't have any control of it. If you need to go ahead and you need $50,000 or $20,000, you have to apply. You have to go to a bank. You have to show your financial statement and hope that they give you the loan at whatever interest rate they want to. So you got to borrow that money. Now you put after tax money, because after your take home pay, you took that money and you put it back into a mortgage company. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now it's locked up. It's locked up. in order to get that money out and have use and control of it, you gotta go and sit down to some little man or woman or whatever and apply to get your own money out of there. And you gotta qualify to get that money. And as interest right now, if you want to pull money out of a house right now, where the interest rates are high, it costs way more money than it did last year.
Mr. Henderson, my plan was and is, and I'm open to learning, to pay off my house so
Why?
that when I do retire, my goal is to have zero debt. I won't need money if I don't have a mortgage. I won't need money if my credit card's paid off. I won't need a quick $50,000 if my overhead is way less than my pension or my 401k or my annuity or those, other streams of income. So I won't need to qualify for that 50,000 lump because I have no overhead.
Well, even though you're just saying you know the future, but okay, I give you that. You're saying you know the future, so I give you that. Okay.
Very generous.
Very generous. I'm gonna give you that.
Very, yeah.
Money should always be working for you. Wealthy people understand that. They understand money should work for you. I work, you work, the birds work, the bees work, the flowers work, the ants work. Everybody inside your organs right now, they're working.
Yeah.
Everything's supposed to be working. It's the flow. It's prosperity is to flow in the work. When you take the money and give it to a mortgage company, it's not working for you anymore. Because when you pay off a house, the equity that's in your house don't earn a penny a month. It earns less than a bank.
But I need shelter.
Okay, but listen, first of all, true or false? I'm going to say something. I want you to think about it.
Yes, sir.
You can never stop paying off housing.
True.
You got that?
I just got my tax bill just increased because the values went up. So property taxes went up. And with the mess of insurance in Florida, my insurance for my home to cover my home has doubled. Yes, sir.
I want to say it again, and I want y'all to hear this. You think you paying off your mortgage. You did. You dumped a lot of money that you don't have use and control. You can't use it. It's in the walls. But guess what? You still will forever have housing expenses. If you own a residence, you will pay until you are dead. Think about that. You are going to pay, because first of all, every 20 years, you get done, they got to make the house over. You got to change them windows. You know, David, that roof ain't gonna last. That roof, they even got some insurance, especially in Florida, 15 years old. And all your money inside the house.
So you are almost making my argument. Given that those things never go away, was it not smart of me to eliminate the mortgage? Because those things never go away.
No, but listen. Okay, let's say your house now is worth $500,000.
Okay.
And you have no mortgage. And you puffing your chest out that you $500,000 equity in your home.
Right. Popping my collar.
You know the value of the home don't go on based on how much equity. The value of the house does not appreciate based on if you have a mortgage or no mortgage. If you have $500,000 locked up in your paid out house, show me someone that has that. I'll show you someone who don't understand money, do not understand the value of money, do not understand how to use money. Matter of fact, it is a sin. Whatever you're blessed with, you're supposed to use it to the best of your ability. That's not leverage. It's like you took that money and you buried it in the dirt, because even though on paper, it says that you have no mortgage. Psychologically, you have no mortgage. But you think you have $500,000? You don't. That's a mirage. Go try to get it. Go say, I want my $500,000. They say, you better get out of here. First of all, you don't qualify for $500,000, but we give you the money out. And if you say, I want $300,000, they say, you ain't getting that, because it's going to cost you so and you ain't going to pay us back. And you're going to say, well, I gave you all the money and I paid it off. It's gone. And you say, well, give me my money back. No, you got to buy it out. You got to pay an interest rate. You got to, it's a lot of fees in order to get that money out. And you got to qualify. And what if you don't qualify? What if you're on fixed income and you don't qualify? And then you retire. Now you're going to go back? I tell you, it's a better way.
Okay.
it's better for you if you want to pay your house off.
Mm-hmm.
I say you got to do it a certain way.
Okay.
Instead of taking that $500 extra or that $1,000 extra, paying the mortgage company, because your payment's going to be the same. I don't care if you send them $2,000 over and above your mortgage payment,
Mm-hmm.
your monthly payment's still going to be the same. It's better if you take that money and save it outside the mortgage company. If you save it outside in another investment, another plan,
Then you have access to it.
you have access to it. And when you need it, because you can grow it, or you can grow it in another investment, you can grow that same amount of money that you're going to give to the mortgage company. It will compound and it'll grow. Because now when you put $500 a month, it'll pay you 5 and 6% interest. Then if you want to put $1,000, instead of sending it to the mortgage company and get nothing, send it to the other investment. Now you got two assets. Now you have $100,000 saved. It's 12 years. You're getting 6%. Now the money doubled, because the money will double if you're getting 6% and you save it on the outside. Now it's been 6%. It's been 12 years. You saved the 100,000, but now it's 200,000. Now, if you want to take that money and just cycle, because you want to just pay off your mortgage, you can take it and you can pay off your mortgage. You understand?
Yes.
But at least you have control. At least you have use.
Now, what you said, one of the most important things that hit me is I got grandkids and I want to do something special for them after I retire. And I won't be able to if I don't have money. And I won't get money because I, double paid on my house and paid it off. And now I can't qualify because I really don't want them to have debt going to college. And I will not be able to qualify because, when you retire, every day's a Saturday and bills sometimes go up and gas go up because I'm going everywhere.
No.
I want to travel.
The cost of living is called inflation. And every 20 years, things double.
Mm-hmm.
It's just numbers. You have to know that, That's why Social Security, they keep giving, when you're on Social Security, they give you an increase because they can't keep giving you the same amount that you've been getting for 10, 20, 30 years because you're not going to be able to afford it.
Do you know jar mayonnaise was almost $10?
It was?
Yes, at Publix.
A jar of mayonnaise?
Mayonnaise.
Was almost $10?
Yes.
Wow.
What?
I guess you don't need mayonnaise, right?
Oh, no. What mayonnaise? No.
You don't need mayonnaise that much, right?
I don't like it no more.
$10. Goodness gracious.
No, really. It's
You saw that?
I saw that.
I didn't see that.
I saw that. Aldi is cheaper. Anyway,
okay.
I digress.
Yeah.
But I say that to say things are going to increase. I won't be able to qualify, but I'm sitting here looking at the walls, looking up at my beautiful home. I want a new kitchen. I can't even get money out to get a kitchen because I have no income because I've retired.
Right.
You know what I
mean?
mean?
Even if you did have income, let's just say you was getting $5,000, in your pension or whatever. Most people find a way to spend the $5,000.
Yeah.
They need that for their standard of living. You see?
Yeah.
So then when they get ready,
I said, "You so right, Linda." I said the same thing. Mayonnaise, no more.
Yeah. So I just want you to, now I know it's so comfortable because we've been programmed to do the opposite. We've been programmed by bankers. And bankers are very wealthy. Okay. We've been programmed because think about this. You can have a house that's paid off and the property taxes keep going up. And you say, okay, you got to pay your property taxes because they will take your house. Even though you done paid off the mortgage, if you don't pay them property taxes, the local government will take your house.
Yes, they will.
They will take
don't have a homeowners association.
They will take your house too.
As well.
And guess what? You can't stop the homeowners association, the HOA. You can't stop them from raising that. It used to be $150 a month.
Yeah.
Now it's $350.
You got to get to,
they don't care about you.
Condos since that tragedy.
They don't care about you on fixed income, do they?
No, they don't. No, they don't. And a lot of older people who've been on these beautiful waterfront condos are getting hit with huge assessments. Huge assessments, Robert.
What's an assessment so people who don't know?
When you're living in a condo, especially, I'm going to go with condos, you have to maintain the building, the steel,
not you,
the concrete, not you. the homeowners
That's their
association,
job.
your board of directors. It is their job to collect that monthly homeowners association fee and maintain that building.
To keep the grounds beautiful.
Keep it beautiful. You know, you may say this is an older building, but man, do they keep it well.
Pool,
You know, painting, lawn, it got to be just
Pressure clean it.
exquisite, pressure clean.
the lawn, the
The
trees.
concrete on the exterior.
That's what
and
the
I don't
homeowner
want to see
association do.
crumbling. And so when a building needs a 40-year inspection, they just changed that to 20-year. We need to get the engineers out there and make sure the rebars are still safe and not rusted out. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So if we don't have enough money in the budget, then they're going to hit every homeowner one time $20,000 or over 10 years an extra $336. And those older people are on fixed incomes.
Yeah.
And
that's
it's just, how do they find the extra $300 and something dollars? So,
and the reason why I'm bringing this up, because you have so many people who are middle income, middle level. They're not extreme poor, because most poor people don't have a house. But then, if you're middle, a lot of people in their mind, they want to take money and pay off the mortgage. Now, the reason why I say I don't mind doing that, what Sam said,
pay your house off and rent it from the government for the rest of your life. I'm not sure if he mean the owner rent from the government or rent it to somebody that has a government voucher. That's
well, you can do that. Nobody's yeah.
And where you gonna live?
You can pull it. Well, that's why I like rental property.
Okay.
Rental property, owning rental property is amazing. Now, some people listen. I want to tell y'all something.
Tell us something, Robert.
You got to grow up. Anything worth having has its ups and its downs. If you want to fall in love and you're married for any length of time and you're still married, yeah. I said, and you're still married. It has its challenges,
yeah,
but it's good. Anything, I don't care that nice car that you want. It has its challenges, It has how everything. You can't find anyone or anything that stays the same.
No,
nothing.
No. Much as we may want it to,
it changes.
But you really don't want it to stay the same.
Now it does not stay the same. Is people say they don't want tenants. Let me tell you something. I don't really care about the tenants. No, what I mean by that, I don't see the tenants. I don't deal with the tenants. I'd rather pay somebody to deal with the tenants to get a tax deduction from paying the people. That's what I do, right?
Yes, you do.
Right. But that rental strategy, here's a property that you buy. The mortgage is, $2,000 a month, but you're renting it out for $3,000 a month.
Okay.
Number one, the rental, the tenant paying you $3,000 a month. You take two of that $1,000 and you pay the mortgage from the tenant money, and you get a tax deduction like you paid it off of your income taxes. Plus, if you drive by the property, you get miles. If you paint it, if you change the doorknob, all that is tax deductible off your regular income. Plus, the tenant is going to pay it off for you in less than 15 years. So you didn't put your money in it. The tenant paid it off, but you own it. And that's forever and ever. Then you have the right to do increases once a year, once every 2 years, or once every 3 years. Go up 5%. That's a good deal and taxable. So that's good. Now, the biggest problem is most people they'd rather pay extra into their existing home. I would say it's better to instead of paying extra into that mortgage company, put that money on the side so you can buy some rental property. You can always get a property manager to manage your problems. That's what I do. I can't remember the last time I talked to someone about my rent.
You don't even know your tenant's name
at all. And I don't even know my tenant's name. I don't even know their name.
I got to go buy 2 vanities. I got to move in on Monday. I'm all over it. I'm gonna go to Habitat to see if they got some baseboard. That's under $1.69 a linear feet. I'm all over it. Today is getting those 2 rentals ready.
See, Linda's doing that because that's something Linda likes to do, and she
I
wants to
just
save.
have to do it.
No,
I don't
no,
like to
you,
do
but
it.
you also save money.
Yes.
See,
And as a woman,
not as a woman.
no.
This ain't got nothing to do with no woman.
We've had the
As a
same
person.
contractors charge you less than me, and I known them for 20 or 30 years. As a woman, we get taken. As a woman, they tell you, "Oh, Miss Hebb, we got a big problem."
Because I give all them tips.
That's the darnest thing I ever seen.
I
As
give
a
'em all
woman,
tips.
just like taking your car to a shop or going and buy a car, I have to be on top of it. Not because I want to, because I'm short, black, and female. I have to make sure nobody's ganking
No,
me.
they charge you more because wherever they tell you the price is, you're gonna try to reduce their price and tell them no.
Because they overcharge me. When with
When-
you, nothing, Mr. Henderson.
When
We don't need you, a good man, Mr. Henderson. What the heck?
if they say it's gonna be $150,
Oh, excuse me. I'm so sorry.
when they tell me it's gonna be $150, I tell them, can you come today? And they say yes, because they know I'm gonna give them a $50 tip, and they come today. I never have to see the tenant. What you is they tell you $150, you're gonna say no. Can you make it 125? And they got to deal with that. It's relationships. It's how you. I'm telling you, life is how you do.
No, it's because
things.
I know you just charged somebody down the street $99. And so because it's me and a woman, and this is an easy target. Anyway.
It's how okay.
Yeah.
You have such this thing about this man and woman.
I live in this
division.
body for 40 something years.
Well, Linda, I mean, you could say black and white. You could talk about that.
You can,
Right.
and it will be accurate.
But it ain't gonna. You gotta do something about it.
I don't want to.
I mean, you talking about that. You got to be able to maneuver and work through it, and you know that's it. Okay. So let's get back to what I'm saying. There's a lot of people who wants to do financial planning.
Okay.
In financial planning, you have to be mentally conditioned. You have to be able to commit to that. Financial planning is not easy. People say what they want, but they do something different. It's just like dieting or losing weight. You have to have a commitment. Financial planning, if you want to get your financial house in order, you got to be able to stick to the plan. You can't do the plan for a year and then deviate. You can't. You got to see it through. It's like being a farmer. You can't say you have all these acres and you're gonna farm this land, but you're gonna farm it sometime, and you're gonna start farming it for 2 months, and the next 8 months you ain't gonna do nothing. Weeds gonna grow on it. Gotcha. No. So financial planning, man, you got to really think about, how do I make this money work? A lot of people don't know. That's why it's good to come to the Henderson Financial Group, because we've been doing this over 30 years, and we'll tell you whatever you need to do and whatever you want, your goals and your objectives. Let me show you how to do it better.
Okay.
You see, that's the whole plan. Now, if your goal is to pay off your house, I'm going to show you a way to pay off your house and keep your money too.
Always a better way.
That's a better way.
Always a better way.
How do you do that?
Okay.
Leverage. Let me explain what leverage is. And y'all got to get this. And I want y'all to think about this. This is how the rich and the wealthy do it. Mainly the wealthy. Rich is really overweighted, because you could be rich today and poor tomorrow. But wealth is where it is. Wealth is cash flow.
Can you pass on? You can pass on wealth, but not rich.
Right.
Okay.
Because if you just have a lot of money, you pass on to the children, they're going to spend it all. Gotcha. And the wealth, the river dries up.
Okay.
But if you pass on a cash flow, an entity that makes money, that's keep on giving, like the Waltons, you know what I mean? Walmart. You follow me?
Gotcha.
That's wealth.
Gotcha.
You understand?
Gotcha.
Like Bill Gates and them, something continue while you sleeping, you're selling Microsoft, you're selling Word. That's wealth. That's flow.
Gotcha.
You want to have wealth. That's the name of the game. How do you create cash flow? How do you create wealth? It's easier to do it in real estate. Now, people say they don't like tenants. Listen, you could have children and love them and not like them. Can the church say amen?
Amen.
You could have a brother
Mm-hmm.
a sister,
Mm-hmm.
a cousin, and say, I love you, but I don't fool with you.
Yeah.
Can a church say amen?
Amen.
You can have a tenant and not like it, but you like that cash flow. Can the church say amen?
Amen.
So stop doing financial planning.
Mm-hmm.
It requires you to do some sacrifice. Some people like, listen, that's like you 500 pounds and you want to lose weight. You want to get you a coach that's going to, when you go into the gym to work out, you want a coach that can work you out where you don't even sweat.
Ooh.
I got a good coach.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna have no good results.
Gotcha.
So you want to go to a coach that's going to make it hurt a little, make it
do the
burn,
work, put in the work,
make it burn.
Right.
But you
right.
making it burn, you uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
But if you keep doing it by 6 months ago, that ain't gonna be uncomfortable. You know, it really isn't. Tonio and Tavares, we started doing push-ups.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, y'all don't hurt yourselves in here, Rob.
Man,
you can't hang with these young boys.
Tonio,
what you doing?
I'm the oldest one. They're young. I'm 20, 30 years older than them. You know what I mean? But listen, it's still good, right? So, and I'm demonstrating this because it's the same thing in terms of being committed.
Okay.
And it starts off hard.
Okay.
So I hadn't did a push-up in a long time because since the pandemic, I haven't been inside of a gym, right? Just been riding my bike. Okay, so Tonio up to 400 or 500 push-ups. Can you believe that?
Wow.
In one day.
I love it.
Tonio doing that.
Love
His whole body changed.
Love
right?
it.
Tavares,
love it.
I think Tavares do 100, 200, whatever, right?
I still love it.
So I said, okay, I'm going to get in the game.
Mm-hmm.
So I started doing 25. I almost died. I said, oh my God, my neck is straining. You know that? Listen.
Okay.
That was a month ago.
Okay.
Now I'm doing 100.
What?
Can you believe that?
What?
My point is,
oh man,
every time you do something and you want to accomplish a goal,
right,
it always starts off hard.
Gotcha.
And difficult.
Gotcha.
But if you keep on repping it means repetition. Oh my God. It's like you couldn't, and then we have a little dip bar in the office, right?
Right.
I did one dip.
That's hard.
Oh my God.
Now that's hard.
No. Last night before I went home,
okay,
me and Tonio went in there.
Okay.
I said, Tonio, I'm going to knock out 15 dips.
What?
I did 15 dips. Tonio said,
what?
Let me go do it. Tonio went in there. He did 10. And I said, Tonio, I think I can do another 15.
Goodness.
I did another 15 dips. And I'm like, oh my God, I cannot believe it's the same body, same person.
But you didn't start out doing 15 dips.
That's my point.
I got you.
So my point is financial
Just
planning.
Get started, yeah.
I said, listen, you need to start saving every month.
Mm-hmm.
You guys need to put in $500 a month.
Okay.
People say, oh, I can't do that. But you have the money. I look at I can't do that. See, financial planning, any kind of goal, I don't care what it is, it always starts off difficult. That's why so many people don't make it. It's like
they don't stick to it.
It's like they don't stick to it. It's like Moses want to lead the children from Israel. They like, nah, we going back to Pharaoh. We'd rather be slaves. You know what I mean? It's always, no, you got to stick to it, man. And when you stick to it, I promise you will get to the promised land. That's in financial planning. That's in everything you do. It's how you do it. Now, you can't just jump out and say, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do 100 push-ups. No, man, you don't fail down and bust your lip.
Yeah.
But you got to work at it. And you got to have in your mind your commitment. And when you want to save money, you don't have to spend all your money. It's your money. You need to say, I'm going to save 10% or 20% for myself. And you can do it. You know what I mean?
You know, very often, Robert, we used to have, well, not used to, probably still do. People come in and we give them a cash flow sheet. And then we look at their money coming in and money going out, and it's negative. But they lean and mean. Like they're not spending $800 a month on eating out or, Dolphin Heat tickets, and they're lean and mean. And very often it's one thing that's needed. You need to earn more money. And it's hard to tell somebody you're doing good. You're paying your bills and you're not wasting money, but you need to earn more money. So hence the gig economy.
Yeah, but some people say, listen, I know that, they're paying me, $60,000 a year. And then when you say you need to earn more money, they go, I got nothing.
Yeah, how am I gonna do
They
that?
said no. And so
I work and get off at 5 o'clock.
no, but you got to think. That's what thinking is about.
Okay.
Thinkers rule the world. You have to to think, So back to because there's so many people
Mm-hmm.
that's not liquid, they don't have cash because they on this goal of paying off a home first. Let me
Okay.
tell you something. There is no value in paying off your home first and using all your money. If you took, because we have this plan called the Family Bank, the Good program.
Mm-hmm.
You pay the money, extra money into a plan.
Mm-hmm.
You don't use your money. You use the insurance company's money to pay off your debt
Okay.
and pay off your house.
Okay.
You can pay off your house and still have your money. You can have your cake and eat it too. You ever heard that term?
I have.
But if you take all of your money and pay off your personal residence,
Mm-hmm.
there's no benefit in that because you'll never stop paying for housing.
Gotcha.
And you can't take it to heaven with you. And then when you get ready to go to heaven, the children not going to move back into that neighborhood because it's changed. They're going to sell that property and they're going to get the money. So you are taking your extra cash, locking it up in the walls and have no access to it. Now, am I telling the truth? All you got to do is look at Big Mama, Big Papa, Grandmama, Granddaddy, Great Grandma,
Mm-hmm.
and they say their house is paid off.
Mm-hmm.
But you can walk in there, they on fixed income. Their whole kitchen need to be done over. Their kitchen is 1970 kitchen. Yes, it is. The roof needs to be done. The appliances are so old. The windows, they're leaking. But Big Mama and Big Papa house is paid off.
Mm-hmm.
That right there tells you there's something wrong with that. There's something wrong with that. They've been duped. They got this shabby house. The floors need to be done. They're sliding down. They crooked. But the house paid off. And they elderly. You know that's not a good plan. All you got to do is look at it and say, this is not a good plan to adopt, to keep doing this. If you keep doing the same thing, you're going to keep getting the same results. Do you know data came out and said that the average person, their income haven't got a raise in 40 years. Most people still in cost of living off 40-year money.
Wow.
And let me if you don't believe that, let me give you an example.
Okay.
I'm 64 years old, right? When I was 23 years old, I was working for CBS Channel 4. They was paying me $15 an hour. Most people don't. That's only $30,000 a year. People don't make $15 an hour now.
No.
So that was.
I think they just passed a law, but even that's not enough.
That's not enough.
That's not enough.
Even if you're making $15 an
Even
hour,
if that's
$30,000 a year. You can't.
It
do
really
nothing.
should go up to 20 to 25 an hour. That's
25
that's not
in Miami. It costs you $2,500 just for a rental.
Yes, it does.
That's $30,000. So you follow me? So really, the time value of money, people are not keeping up. That's why it's so hard.
It's very, very hard out there, which is why you got to earn more money. I mean, it's you got to have some get up and go. And I know there's folks out there that's saying it's easier for you to say, easier said than done. I have health issues. Who's going to keep my infant child? I have 2 children under 4 years old. Who's going to do that? The baby father is not, putting in the time. There's all kind of reasons. I'm not going to even say excuses. They are legitimate reasons, but you got to find a way.
Yeah.
There's always an answer. Maybe get a couple of women in the same position and you keep the kids one week and then you keep it the next day, and you got to find a way. You absolutely have. And a man is not a plan. Don't say I'm going to get married or find somebody. That usually backfires. And I done did that twice and end up with bad credit both times after getting out of both relationships. Just dig down deep and come up with it. If you really want something, if you really, really, really want it, you'll find a way.
Yeah, and like Tara said, anything you want requires sacrifice, commitment, and being consistent. Now I'm gonna tell you something. At my age right now, I'm totally blown away about so many adults. Don't want to make a commitment. When you're
relationship,
just anything. When you're 20, keep talking about relationship, I'm talking about money. This girl talking about relationship. I'm talking. Man, listen.
All right.
When, when you're 21 years old, you don't quite understand.
Okay.
But by the time you 40 years old, let me tell you something. By the time you 40, man, you should have did that, done that, got a t-shirt, made mistakes, did the wrong thing, married the wrong person, got divorced, been in jail, got out. You know what I mean? You got on drugs, got out. You should say, okay, I get it now. By the time you're 40 years old, I'm telling you, you really should. At 40 years old, you should have an awakening. Like, okay, I get it now. And commitment is part of
foolishness.
Commitment is part of the dream.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. So you got to be able to say, okay, I'm gonna see this through. And this instant stuff, get rid of it. Ain't nothing good instant. Okay. Now, DeLawrence says, I remember I came to Mr. Henderson when I first started and said I wanted out of this. And Mr. Henderson said, don't throw in the towel. Hold on, and it will get better. And oh my, it has gotten much better. For me, thank you. And Lawrence is a testament. I'm telling you, I remember Lawrence. I do remember your situation. I remember talking to you, having a heart to heart, telling you the truth and nothing but the truth. Now, Linda, this guy has a business and he has a paint and body shop. Okay. And I remember he only had a few customers, and then he got one of the police stations. Then he got another police station. Now he does all the police from I think 3 or 4 counties. He does all the police cars that get wrecked or have fender benders. He does that, and he does other people, and he's very, very good at his craft.
Okay.
And I told him if he just stick to it, it will get good. It will get better. And the only reason why I'm telling you that is because repetition and doing things over and over and over. I'm up to doing 100 push-ups now. If I want to continue, because I don't want to sag as I'm getting older. When I take my shirt off, I don't want to have breasts. That's the only reason why I'm doing it, not, because I just want to be able to take my shirt off and go, oh my God, already I'm looking in the mirror and going, is that me? Oh my God, I'm getting older. That's already enough. So then you want to just at least do
what you can.
Do what you can. You want to do all you can.
Yeah, can't help in much else. I want to get older.
Yes.
But I can do some things to
help, as getting older, because you can't stop that.
Don't want to.
It's my second week of eating once a day.
Good deal.
Oh, my second week of eating one meal a day.
Good deal.
And I am totally amazed.
Pretty excited about that, huh?
I'm gonna tell you why I'm so excited.
Pretty excited.
I'm gonna tell you why I'm so excited about it.
Tell us, Robert.
One, I'd never done it before.
Okay.
2, I love to eat socially, and I am actually not doing it, and my mind is over my feelings.
Okay.
And when Antonio and Tavares go in that kitchen, and they are spice masters. They have it smelling like little Italy in here, especially yesterday. It smelled like little Italy. They had Antonio loves the garlic out of it too, the garlic and the seasoning. And they're going to do some fish, and they do the asparagus and the broccoli. They do all the everything, right? And I'm like, man, y'all doing this? And they're like, hey, you want some? And I go, no, I'm just going to wait till I get home and eat dinner.
Gotcha.
So do I want some? Yeah. Am I going to start eating again? I don't know. I might, but right now I'm just doing this internal strength potential experiment on myself. And I say this because I'm saying this because I want you all to love yourself and do experiments on yourself, because the doctors don't know. They just want your money. So you got to do some experiments on yourself. And plus it helps in terms of discipline, strengthen yourself, take control. This is something you could do on your own. And you'll feel good about just doing something on your own.
I got
okay.
you.
All right. So today's lesson, we're talking about, I want you to rethink paying extra into that mortgage. I want you to take that extra money and put it outside of your mortgage. Mm-hmm. Call me. We'll tell you where to put it, where you're going to earn compound interest. And when you get ready to take the money out, it's going to be tax-free. So call 305. Wow. Call 305-825-1444. 305 825-1444. I want you to think about it, because think about this. Mm-hmm. Let's say you have a house and it's worth $800,000.
Okay.
And you have no mortgage. And let's say I have a house and it's worth $800,000.
Okay.
And I owe $795,000 on it in the mortgage.
Okay.
Okay. You don't have no monthly payments, right?
Correct.
I don't have no monthly payments. So now you think that since you don't have no monthly payments, you think that next year, if the houses go up 10% in value, which on the house, you live right next to me. Let's just say it. You're playing after this. So when Houses go up based on appraised value.
Okay.
So in your neighborhood, if the houses go up now 10%, your $800,000 home is going to appreciate 80,000.
Absolutely.
But guess what? My house next to you that is valued at 800,000, but I owed 795,000. Guess who house went up also 10%?
As it should.
Mine.
Mm-hmm.
So I made 80,000 too.
Why do you assume people don't think that that's how it works?
People
because
think
they paid off their house, that their house is worth the same as the
a
neighborhood.
lot, because if people really understood
Mhm.
that the money that's in the walls, that's in the
Mhm.
dirt, the equity that you have in your house
Mhm.
make no money. It makes
I
no
think the
money.
biggest thing for me is you have access to it, because once you pay off that house or put that extra money to pay off the mortgage and you want that money back, you don't have access to it.
Or control of it.
Yeah, I think to have it there to use as needed, and if you, like you said, want to pay it off in 10 years, great. But once you give it to the mortgage company, it's gone.
Yeah.
It's gone.
And if you're gonna pay extra, it's better if you want to pay your house off, it's better
Mhm.
to have it outside the mortgage
Yeah.
and pile that money up, because at least you have use and control of it if you need it for emergency. And then once it pile up, if you want to take that and pay off the mortgage, be my guest.
Okay.
But having that control, and it's all about having control use. I like taking that money and putting it into one of the insurance policies, because what happens is
Mhm.
once you put it into the insurance policy, you have access to the money,
Right.
but you'll have a $400,000 or $500,000 life insurance policy too, because you know one day you're going to heaven,
Mhm.
and that's free tax-free money that's coming to your loved
To the
ones.
beneficiary.
Yeah, that's way better than
If you're
piling
going
money.
to pile money up in the house, pile it in another investment
Yes,
that has a bunch of ancillary benefits,
yes,
bells and whistles.
yes.
And to your
Yes.
point, it's a better way to do it.
It's a whole better way to do it if you think about
That's
it.
what you want to do, and we cannot talk you out of it, because that's what your mama and grandmama said do. All we're saying is there's a new version. There's a 21st century version.
Different way
There's
to
a
do it.
different way to do it. There's a better way to do it. And it is not plowing every extra dime you have into the house and paying off the mortgage. Pay it outside of the mortgage.
Yes. So let me tell you about what's going on in the economy right now, because
Okay.
a lot of you guys do not understand what's going on. Okay. The federal government, first of all, you got to understand this, what I'm about to say, because you probably never heard it.
Okay.
The billionaires' wealth and economics go hand in hand. When you're rich and wealthy and have a lot of power,
Mm-hmm.
you have a lot of influence on the government.
Okay.
You believe that?
I do.
The rich and the wealthy and the powerful, because you got to be rich and wealthy to have power. They have such an enormous influence on the government. Number one, the rich and wealthy put the people in power to be government, to be governors. I mean, all you got to do is look at Governor Florida. I mean, the guy in Florida,
Absolutely.
billionaires, they put $200 million behind him.
Absolutely.
And that's why he's doing it, whatever they want him to do. All politicians need campaign. They want to stay in power. They want to stay elected.
Mm-hmm.
The poor people don't put them there. Wealthy people put them there because wealthy people want them to be in Congress for their agenda. So y'all get that, right?
Gotcha.
So you got to understand what's going on right now in terms of the economy. Yes, in the service industry, there's a lot of people that still companies that need workers. But the government says inflation, the cost of that mayonnaise. So did you buy the mayonnaise?
No.
Okay. But some
Ooh,
people are still
I
buying
don't
the
like
mayonnaise.
it no more.
You don't like it no more. So the cost,
Mhm.
business owners, merchants, they're raising their prices because people continue to still buy. So the federal government says we got to get these prices down. How do we get the prices down? So one way how to get prices down,
Mhm.
so people won't complain, is to have business owners,
Mhm.
companies lay off people. Like Microsoft just laid off 10,000. You're going to
Google
start
did
hearing more.
too. Oh
Google
my
too. You're going to
goodness.
start hearing across the board. Companies are going to start laying off like dominoes, laying off people. Now, if a whole lot of people don't have jobs, that means it's going to be less people coming in the store, coming in, going into restaurants, going into Macy's, going into Dillard's, going into Nordstrom, buying less cars. The used cars are already market is starting to decline, the prices of them. So that means that if less people coming into the stores to buy stuff, stores got to move that product. So that means stores got to they got to reduce the price. So now the prices come down.
No more $10 mayonnaise.
No more $10 mayonnaise.
Okay.
If nobody buying the mayonnaise, the grocery store got to say, okay, what we got to do is half price. We got to reduce this to put it on sale.
Reduce it, coupon it, do something. Yeah.
Now, the only way to do that is you got to take money out of the economy. You got to make it harder for people to have money. Have to have less people with money. So now that means you're going to have a lot of people out of work, which they don't have any money. That's going to have a domino effect.
That's going to hurt.
That's going to hurt. And then what they want to do, raise interest rates. That's going to affect the stock market. That's going to affect your retirement. People that's getting ready to retire next month or 6 months, the values are going to be down. Now, those of you all who have stocks and you don't need the money right now, this just a wave. Okay. After they flush out, hopefully probably by the third quarter, maybe they'll stop. Probably by in September, October, maybe it'd be so many people out of work or whatever, and the prices start coming down, and then they'll stop it. But that's what's happening right now in the economy. So I'm gonna tell you this.
Okay.
People, stop using your money right now to go get some hardwood floors. Stop using your money to beautify that house right now. Right now, we're in a pivotal point where you need to keep your marbles close. You need to keep your money close. Yeah. I'm telling you, it's not spending it. Yeah. You need to keep it close because something is happening in the economy right now. They're trying to get inflation down. When they get inflation down, any big ticket items, the price is supposed to come down. So kind of wait for a second. You ain't got to take your retirement. People that's retired, living paycheck to paycheck, want to take money out of their 401k plan to do some kind of cosmetic to their house. Just live in the darn thing and wait till we get out of the storm. I got a
family member that can't wait to redo her kitchen. I want a new refrigerator in my condo. The only reason I bought that one is because back then, remember going in Best Buy or BrandsMart, and they said, oh, you got a 9-month wait. And appliances where the supply chain was crazy.
Right.
So I just bought what they had. No, it's not a pretty double door with the TV on the outside and the you know, the ice and all that. But I needed something because there was nothing in supply and I was moving into the condo. I want another refrigerator, but I'm going to wait.
That's right.
I'm going to wait, Robert.
That's right. There's nothing wrong.
I'm going to wait.
There's nothing wrong with waiting. It's like it's storming outside. Just wait till it light. Just wait till it start drizzling to run to the car. You ain't got to run out there right when it's raining hard. Just wait for a second. That's all I'm saying. Just wait for a little bit. It's going to clear up a little bit. Then you run to the car. You ain't got to run out there when it's raining. And right now it's starting to rain. So we got to wait to a pivotal point, you know? So save the money. Put it somewhere. That's good financial planning. Listen, if you want to know more about structuring and financial planning, retirement, if you're about to retire, or if you need to if you want to sell a house or anything, you know, financial, call us at 305-825-1444. 305-825-1444. And also share this message today. I think we might have gave y'all some good points. What do you think?
I think so too.
Something to think about.
Big time, especially when we talked about putting money outside of paying off the mortgage. We're not saying don't pay it. We're saying it's a better way. It's a New Jack City, better, new, now way. That's it.
It's a better way to do it.
Better way.
And timing is everything. It's not always what you do it, it's how you do it.
Yeah.
It's not always what you do, it's how you do it. That's a big difference. How you do things. You know, you did it, you know, you can fire somebody and tell them you fired. Or you can tell them, listen, you have outgrown this position. I think you'll be better served somewhere else. You know, that's a big difference. You're still fired, right?
Yeah, yes, you are.
It's how you say it and how you do it, you know? It's the same thing, how you do it. I hope y'all enjoyed today. I hope you take this and use it. Love, peace, and happiness. We got to go. Stay tuned. Understanding part 2. We're going to recap. James T and myself will be back up here talking live at 10:15. So stick and stay. Don't go away. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Parting words, Linda?
Parting words, please be careful out there. Enjoy this beautiful weather that we have. And like we said, give us a call. There's always a better way to do anything. 305-825-1444.
Peace, love, and happiness. All right. How do you get out of here? All right. Peace. Wonderful weekend.